It's done now, Tommy. And there's no need to be angry anymore.
I haven't been angry in a long while.
Because I'm here.
Because you're here. I was angry at your father.
Don't think of him. He's far away.
And your brothers.
Yes.
And I was angry at Pat.
Yes, but no more. There's no reason now.
Something's wrong.
No, Tommy. It's right. Everything's all right at last.
I can't remember. Teresa?
Hush. I'm here, so you don't have to remember. Lie still. And close your eyes. And think of the wind on the burren, coming in from the bay and sighing on the stones.
And the rain. We made love in the rain.
We did.
Where's Faith?
She's gone now, Tom. Go to sleep. Ah, Thomas, you're not sleeping. Close your eyes again and rest.
Oh, the trees.
The trees are beautiful.
Like tall women with their arms to the sky.
Rest now and sleep.
I said that to Faith. When?
Put Faith out of your mind. You're better off without her.
I don't believe that.
Think of the trees and the light and be at peace. You've been angry for so long.
I was angry at James. And I killed him.
Yes.
I was angry at my father. And I tried to kill him.
Yes.
And Liam died. And when I knew I was angry at Pat, I was afraid.
Hush, Tommy. I'm here, and you haven't hurt anyone.
I don't want to hurt Pat. Though I know Faith loves him.
Faith won't love him anymore.
Is something wrong with the bagel?
Oh, no, Norma.
Maybe you want a little cream cheese? Let me put a little something on it beside the butter.
No, thank you. Really, it's lovely just the way it is. I think I've lost my appetite.
Oh, that can mean only one thing. There's a man in the picture somewhere.
Norma, that's awful.
What's awful?
Where's your consciousness?
Just where it always was. So, it isn't true? Tell me.
Can you sit down for a minute?
Certainly.
He's Catholic.
It's Pat Ryan.
That's right.
I knew it. The last time the two of you were in here together, I said to myself, that is a developing heartache. All right. So how's your family taking it?
Oh, they don't know anything about it.
Well, how serious is it?
It isn't. It could be.
Are you in love with him?
A little.
Oh, Nancy.
I know. The worst thing is, I saw it coming all along.
Well, Pat's a fine young man. Oh, his parents, such good people. His brother, senator-elect. His sister Mary, a news person. Kathleen, so good, so beautiful. Well, Siobhan's a little crazy, of course, but I love her. And Pat himself, a doctor.
Why isn't he Jewish?
For the same reason you can't be Catholic.
Oh, Norma, that's not even a consideration. I'm a Jew. I'm proud of who I am. I love who I am. I want my children to know who they are and where they came from. Their heritage, well, that's the most important thing I can give them.
Of course it is. But that's exactly why you have a problem. Because Johnny Ryan raised his kids to be proud of who they are, too.
Well, if it isn't my son, the senator. Allow me to congratulate you again.
Thank you, Doc.
Hey. Oh, boy, am I proud of you.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, Frank, I am. Oh, you did a hell of a job. I'm proud because you're my son. I'm proud because you're Ryan. And am I proud you're my senator?
Well, if I've done well, and I think maybe I have, then you know why, don't you?
No, why?
Because I had you to show me how.
All right, let me say this. If I'd been the heavyweight champ, or even a serious contender, you could say I'd set an example for you, and I'd believe you. But, Frank, I never won big like you did last night. Frank, it's all yours.
Now, you know what I say to that.
Oh, watch your language. Your sister's just upstairs, and she has very delicate ears.
Well, where did I learn to hang in there, huh? Never say die, try and try again. Pick yourself up and start all over again. Now, did I get that at my father's knee or what?
All right. You can say I encouraged you, and I'll agree to that.
Thank you. Thank you, Don.
You're welcome.
I take it you mean Kathleen and not Siobhan with the delicate ears?
Yeah. Cass is sound asleep upstairs. And your sister Siobhan was up with the birds. How's that for a switch?
Do you know if Ma had a chance to talk to her?
Yeah, well, she was coming down this morning to have a stab at it, but I don't think it went too well.
What happened?
Well, I don't know, but Siobhan's nowhere around. Your mother left me a note saying she was off to church, but she's been gone long enough for 2 masses, so putting 2 and 2 together.
It didn't go well. I thought I might buttonhole her now. I should have done it last night.
What, Siobhan?
Yeah. I promised Ma I'd see what I could do to make the peace between them.
Oh, Frank, I think Siobhan will come around when she's through licking her wounds. I'm inclined to give her time for that. I mean, we all apologized, and if she's still mad, well, I can understand why, but now it's time for her to get her own head together. You got enough on your mind.
Yeah, well, I don't want her to get it together by dumping all over Ma for the next 6 months. After all, I had my suspicions, too. If Wes Leonard hadn't told how he found that letter from Larry Page, I always would have wondered what slip Siobhan had made.
Well, do me a favor and never say that to your sister, will you?
Yeah.
Frank, just leave it alone. Whatever there is between your mother and Siobhan started long before Wes Leonard or this campaign.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What campaign?
That's right. It's all over.
Oh, I'm gonna miss it in a way. What a payoff last night. What excitement. The crowd screaming so loud, you couldn't even say a word. Senator Ryan, Senator Ryan, huh?
Yeah, it did feel good, yeah.
Hey, what'd you think about standing up there on that platform?
Million. What did you think about watching me stand up on that platform?
Well, there's my son getting what he deserves. Maybe not everything, but a good share.
A good share at a high price. But I'm content with it, Doc. No, I am. Really, it's okay.
Jillian, you mean?
Yeah. And Edmund. You see, you set an example for me here, too. At home. I had hoped to follow your lead with a family of my own. You know? Well, I can't. Edmund will have you for a grandfather, if not me for a father. I know the job you'll do with him. Besides, I still have little John, right? So how much winning can one guy expect, huh?
Well, as you said before, you know my answer to that.
You want your language.
Listen, let me go upstairs and wake Cass up. Now, she'll be sore as hell if she has to go back to Pittsburgh without seeing you again.
Don't wake her. I'll hang around for a while. And speaking of going places, I have an idea. At long last, it is vacation time.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I'm glad that wasn't just talk last night. Where are you going?
Palm Beach. And this time, we're going to make it. No, we're going down there for some sun, some rest. No deep thinking.
We. That means you and Ray.
Yeah. And little John, if it's okay with you and Ma.
Well, he's your son. Of course it's okay. I can't think of anything nicer for either of you.
Yeah, good. We'll have a suite. Johnny will be in with me.
The boy will have a marvelous time. I think it's a great idea, Frank.
What boy? Are you talking about little John? Tell me.
Hello, Dee. I didn't see you come in.
Now, wait a minute. I wasn't eavesdropping. Good morning, Johnny. Now, what is this about little John?
Dee, come on. Not a word of congratulations.
Oh, yeah, well, congratulations. I'm sure you're going to love being in the Senate, and the Senate's going to love you. Now, what is this about little John? I'm concerned about his needs.
That's excellent, Dee.
That's great. Frank was just having the same thoughts.
Look, if this is tied up with the political thing, I don't want him used for that.
Oh, no, Dee, it's very special. It's an open car tour of the entire eastern seaboard.
What? Are you being sarcastic? See, that's a sign of hostility. Now, I learned that in therapy.
You're right. You're right. I am being hostile. I apologize. I'm tired, so I intend to cure myself by taking a few days off, going down to Palm Beach and sleep. And I'm taking little John with me.
That's a very bad idea.
Well, what do I know, right?
That's funny, because I was just telling Frank I thought it was a wonderful idea.
Palm Beach. That's where Ray wanted to take him before. Little John didn't adjust to that yet. Roger and I were playing with him, and he looked at me and he says, Mommy, I don't want to go in an airplane.
Dee, I am really glad that you're taking an interest in John. He should be close to you. But don't carry it too far. He is always safe with me. Now, I'll bring him back with a beautiful tan and no major traumas. I promise. I really should go. Tell Cass I'll catch you
Wait a
somewhere
minute,
along
just
the line.
wait 1 minute. You are not leaving until we settle this.
Please, look, both of you, can we just settle this inside?
Yeah.
Frank, do you know what you're doing? Have you really thought about this? You're going down to Florida, you're going to be sleeping most of the time. You want a 4-year-old boy around?
We'll work it out, Dee.
Well, suppose you go to the beach and you start dozing off, and then little John goes into the water. God knows what's going to happen.
Please, will you just cut it out?
Dee, there will be no shark attacks. There will be no jellyfish raids. There will be none of that.
Do you realize that Frank is going to be with her?
If by her you mean Ray Woodard, yes, I know they will be traveling together, Dee.
Traveling together? Oh, is that what it's called right now? You really want your grandson in a hotel with him? And with his mistress?
That's enough, Dee.
Johnny, I don't know what's happened to you. I don't know what's happened to Meg. Does Meg know about this? Because if I'm upset, Maeve is going to be very upset, and she's not going to want to go.
You are upset, and you're giving me a royal pain, and... Excuse me. I'll catch you later, okay?
Yeah,
I really
sure.
have to go.
I'll see
You are
soon.
not taking him to Florida.
Celia! Now, the time when you influenced my decisions has long since passed, thank God. I'll bring you back a seashell.
I'm his mother, and I think that makes a tremendous difference, and I have to make decisions about this. Johnny, the judge gave little John to you so he could be in a good home. Now, you're supposed to teach him how to live right. I guess our rules don't matter anymore because your son is a senator. Is that it?
Dee, I'm going to say this just one time. Let that be an end to it. Johnny lives for the times he's with his father, and vice versa. Now, he's going to share Frank's vacation and his room. As far as Ray Woodard is concerned, I trust Frank's discretion.
How could you
And
trust...
Dee, you can. The moral outrage, it doesn't become you.
Well, Maeve's not going to let him go.
Yes, she is going to let him go. Now, what was it you came by to see?
Well, I came to talk to you about my baby, but I think that can wait.
Listen, regards to Roger.
Johnny, I'm not going to see Roger right now. I'm telling you one thing. I'm not going to let little John go on some disgusting trip.
I'm going to talk to you like a mother.
Please do.
Now is the time to break away. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now.
I know you're right, Norma.
The secret is to be busy. Be very, very busy. Are you going to school?
I graduated last June.
Well, so you go to night school. You learn something useful, and while you're learning, you stay as far away from Pat Ryan and his family as you can get.
Well, that's going to be somewhat difficult since I'm still working for his brother.
Well, for how long?
A week or two at least, I guess.
So quit. You'll find yourself a nice job that'll take you out of town like an airline stewardess. Hmm?
Look, things aren't that drastic, Norma. Maybe I was exaggerating a bit. Well, the truth is, nothing would probably ever come of it anyway.
Why not?
For one reason. Because Pat's still in love with Faith Coleridge, whether he'll admit it or not.
There is not in the wide world a valley so sweet as that vale in whose bosom the bright waters meet. Oh, the last rays of feeling and life must depart ere the bloom of that valley shall fade from my heart, ere the bloom of that valley shall fade from my heart. Sweet vale of Avoca, how calm I will rest in thy bosom of shade with the friend I love best, where the storm that we feel in this cold world shall cease, and our hearts, like thy waters, be mingled in peace, and our hearts, like thy waters, be mingled in peace.
Will you ever understand how much I love you?
She lies to you, Tommy. She loves Patrick.
I want to believe her.
You can't believe it.
I hope that all the trouble's behind us now. And that we'll be together for the next 100 years or so. With lots of children, Tom. And grandchildren.
And yet she lost your child, and she lied about that too.
Why did you lie to me, Faith?
Tom? Where are you? I'm frightened.
Don't be frightened. Go back to sleep.
Tom, please!
Don't listen to her, Tom.
Faith? Faith?
Faith! Faith!
Get your popcorn ready for the Sunday night movie on SoapNet. We have the stars you want to snuggle up to. Brad Pitt, Liam Neeson, Nicolas Cage, and so many more. The Sunday night movie, Sunday nights at 8 p.m. on SoapNet.